Hi guys, I want to give you something real punchy and exciting today. I have set up the Ezytrail Parkes 15. Now we're at Agnes Waters. This is the camper that we've taken away. It is the 7th day, so I think the best time to do a review is when you have used it. Not day one, not by some park or some river in a photo shoot. Me and my kids and the wife have actually used this for a while. So these hybrids are not a camper trailer, not a caravan. They're really, really different. I love the campers. I've had a few camper trailers that we've gone away with and fantastic. I love the outdoors. I love the caravans because of the extra comforts. What this one gives you is all that. So let's go for a bit of a walk. Let's have a wander and see what we got. This is the camper area. Obviously, as you can see, we have been here for a few days. I did provide a few extra tarps because it was a little bit hot. It is a pretty good space. I would recommend bringing something a bit more better than these, but this is all I had at the time. So it's big space, so let's check it all out, guys. So obviously with the hybrids, what you've got and what's really cool about them is outdoor living, which is what I like. I've got a fridge here, kitchen there, a little bit extra storage there, a bit of water at the back. So I do like having everything outside and we're not really inside. Where in a caravan, you're cooking and all your stuff's in there. A couple of kids here, another kid there, all very quiet, all well behaved. So let's check out the little bit of storage we've got out here. So this is the full storage unit. It's a pretty good kitchen, I really like it. We've been using this. This is a good little device. It's not normal either. Having a little drain little area, which is cool. It is gas, that is really cool, and it is really consistent. I would say that is a very, very good kitchen, very happy. Could get a little bit more storage in here. You can get in there, all your issues in here, so you can get access from the back, access from underneath, or access in here for all your hoses and pipes, which kind of a funny spot here, but it does all right. Works out pretty well. There's also an extra table on the side. So yeah, so that's the kitchen. It does fold down. It is really easy to use. Pretty happy with that. Obviously you've also got a little area, but we just bring out all the bits and pieces. I've got a little table there, a big table here. You got some musics, which is cool. So you've got some good lightings, which you won't see now. This does go blue. So this is the basic outside. It's not a bad awning. There is slightly better awnings out there, but again, it is just one of those wind-ups. It just winds up, comes out. This is very easy to fit as well. The system on the outside is a little bit weird, and I really would recommend, I've had to zip tie this on, but if they had a few holes in here or another awning that as an option that can go out, that would be cool. But normally I would bring the Legend X gazebo. So sticking with the outdoor theme, I'm just going to go through this. It is a pop-out bed. This is about 2 minutes work to get this out, which is really cool. It gives you a bit more space inside because the bed does pop out. These are pretty good for towing because they're about, I think they're like 2.4 ton, about 210 on the ball weight there. 6 meters long, about 2 meters wide, but having this pop out, it's like you get another like 2 meters inside. Gives you a bit more space, so it's not as crammed as you would think. Looking at it, it's quite spacious. Again, everything's heavy duty and off-road. The full suspension system underneath, which I'll give you a better look at. So it is the complete independence suspension system there, which is really cool. One of the things I did notice is the chassis is massive. It is an off-road camper, tall axles. One of the best things about having a caravan over a camper or swag is the fact that you do have a toilet. One of the downsides, safety gear first, you gotta empty it. It's very full, this one. Very full. Don't forget to empty one of these before you head on the road. And then a good shower and the scouring pad. some words for your kids. 2 water tanks, which is cool. So you got the first water tank, second water tank, which is currently empty because I have a few daughters and a wife. It is a really attractive camper too. I do like that. Some of these other ones, black and white's a good colour scheme, so for the blokes it looks cool. 2 gas bottles, which I've only gone through 1 gas bottle. Good storage area. Anderson plugs come standard. It is all good. That is super easy to use. So it is on the outside a really good camper. Now, a bit more about the off-roading. We are at a caravan park. So I didn't get to do a lot of off-roading with it, but what's really cool, driving up here, I went down the Bruce Highway, a few little wobbles in that. That suspension system, the van is dead straight, the suspension shifts, so it's hard to show you here because I've got none of the cool footage, but honestly, it towed like a dream. It's pretty light to tow, even though it is probably 2.4 unpacked, but it was pretty stable. I was pretty impressed with that, and having a pop top, again, it's a little bit lower, so a lot of weight savers, which I'm impressed with, really impressed with the towing of this thing. Caravans, you know, higher caravans can cause a lot of wind, a lot of drag. The Jaycos, they tuck down really small, but what I like about these, not a full pop top, just a little bit, you get a bit more storage inside, and honestly we had a few windy nights. It was a good canvas, so there was no flapping, so I was happy with that as well, because I don't like the wind flapping when I go camping in a caravan. I expect some good home stuff. All right, let's go inside, eh? So, this is the inside. How amazing, I bet you didn't expect that. This is pretty spacious. So, let's just run around all the bits and pieces. So, I'm all the way over here. I'm on a king size bed, which I do like having a bit more room. It's pretty cool. This is the pop out areas here. So there's about 1 meter and a bit, so you do get a bit more room. It does feel a lot larger than it looks. I've got an aircon system, so this is the first time I've ever camped in aircon. I would say it's glamping more than caravanning. So it's not a full caravan, so I felt like I was outside. I felt like I was in the space and outdoors. And as you can see, all my kids are outdoors, even when I'm filming. I did let them have technology today, just to keep them a little bit more zip, the chat boxes. So, all right, let's run through it. It is spacious for a hybrid. I like it. So I'm gonna show you in the pack down, but this is how you push it up. Super easy to show you that. Vents, 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 vent everywhere. Heaps of air, which the wife and I both noticed. We've got heaps of air. One of the cons, guys, if you're gonna get a hybrid or a caravan, the bed was average. It was really average. I don't think it's a hidden secret. The sales team aren't trying to sell you something, but on this one is a really thick hospital style mattress for chiropractic. So the topper for this is about $300-400 bucks, which made it a really, really good bed versus buying a whole new mattress, which would have been like pretty expensive, to be honest. But just that, I'm only here for 7 nights, not here living here, so we didn't need to go crazy. Right, storage, more important for the mums. All right, what do we got here? Got full. Now this is the difference. In a full caravan, you're gonna get more storage. You're gonna get storage. In a hybrid with a pop top, you lose a little bit of storage, but unlike a camper, you get a ton of storage in here. So all the drawers, all fancy style. So we got lineup 4 for the kids. What do we got in here? Pots and pans, technology. This is a 2-year-old camper. I believe some of the campers do get a sink there. I would personally prefer a sink there. You do lose a drawer, but getting a sink's cool. So you got a little television, which you practically won't use. This one, the downers. The bed not going all the way out like some of the expanders. You get a bit more space. This area is not that massive. Like you'll notice there's only my bag here at the moment. We got rid of the kids' bags. It's a good area. Like there's 5 of us camping in this space. So normally it's a 4 camper. So it's pretty much my wife and I, teenage daughter, 2 little ones. But we don't use this a lot because we like that. That's why I like the hybrids. But this is cool. The other day it was really hot, aircon on, little kids sat down here. There's plenty of power. These tables do disappear if you prefer to get rid of them. You just wind it down. It's kind of hard to do one hand, but you kind of just take it out of the way, which is cool, or you wind it up, or I do believe you can just rip it out so you can just get rid of them. But since I don't own this camper, I'm just borrowing it. I'm not going to rip that out. So, but again, table, and it, you know, it's pretty comfy. I mean, I wouldn't say this is my lounge at home, but in here, without the heat with the aircon, it's pretty good. It's not hot today. We've got heaps of vent, so I'm happy with that. King size bed, happy with that, and the extra top up mint. But here's the other thing, guys. Super cool. I've got 4 women with me, a wife, teenager, and 2 little ones. Oh, I just go to the toilet anywhere, but I'm in a caravan park. They don't like me just digging holes. So one of the things we did have to have, which a camper trailer doesn't have, is a bathroom. So let's turn it around. All right, very exciting. For me, I don't really care, but hey, I can brush my teeth. I can leave myself. There's a shower, so really cool, guys. Hose off the little kids. Shh. It is a bit of a small space, but it is not too bad. So now the drain system doesn't work all that well. You got to kind of tilt the caravan to get it to drain. I think they could get a better drain, but there's a little bit of sand in there. We did try not to have sand. G'day, mate, good to see you. Good little space. It does lock up. It does have a light switch. It does zip up for privacy. Hose the kids outside, stick them in there, get rid of as much sand as possible, but they don't have to go to the camp with a key. They can just relieve themselves in there. There's a bit of a mess to it, but I'm gonna have to clean it up later. Bunks, let's get into these bunks. So the first bunk is reasonably sized. So I would say that this one is a good sized bunk. Not a bad mattress, not a great mattress if you weigh more than 60 kilos. My little girls are happy. We got 2 in here, plenty of space for 2 little ones in here. Now, it is crammy at this end of it, but having said that, the next bunk above is not much of a bunk. So to be fair, this style of hybrid is not much of a bunk. This is the teenager's bunk, and a lot of space up here. Plus you got this, so it's more for a real little one, but we're taking 5 and not 4. This is a 4 camper. I do like the bunks here and not the fold down styles. There's a few of the other hybrids that are in this space that will cost you size. So where the bunks could be here and then we get more space. So it's a bit of a decision. We lost a little bit of space in there, but it's relatively well sized with hybrid. So let's run through some electrics and some other bits and pieces. So yeah, what we're going to do now is just check out some features. So basically, pretty simple. That says empty, as I said before. That's a half tank. So you got 2 water tanks, is cool. You can isolate everything. You do turn your power off. Your fridge is running 100% power. It's not too bad, about 14. There is plenty of power around this camper, guys. I will say there is plenty of options. A little bit of storage. Oh, we do have some tunes in here, which is pretty cool. We've got speakers in and outside, which is nice. Nice, a little bit of music. You can bring your own Bluetooth, but the system's pretty good. More storage for the kids in here. There's storage under there. All the light switches are here, in and out, everything, which is pretty cool. And more under here, under there. Let's flip this bed around. Let's have a look at what we got underneath. Right, so there's your 300 amp, 3 times 100 batteries. You got your inverter system, fuse. Under here, you got to keep an eye on stuff, which is a little bit harder to get to with the bed, but pumps and stuff there, which if you need to get into that section on the camper, you're in the trouble section of the holiday. So now let's just have a look at a few more bits and pieces. Now this baby. This thing, it was probably 32, 34 the other night, and I'm telling you, there was 5 of us in here, and when the night was cooling down, it was still hot out there. I believe it's a Dometic unit, which is pretty good. We got bed light, power down there. Haven't used it, but you definitely got TV. You got power. You got amps there. Lights. So It really does have all the extra comforts of home. You got 1,000 switches, but again, as I said, we do all our living outside. Pretty happy with that inside side of it. Really good to have the extra bathroom in there for the kids. I've mostly got daughters, so having that and a caravan park at 2 o'clock in the morning when you got to go, that's easy. Dad will clean out the tank later. Oh, yes, I did, and it is disgusting. While camping, dig a hole, less troubles. But honestly, the wife and kids did enjoy having the extras. Aircon's brilliant, but this is what it's about, the outside living. This is why we got a hybrid here. This is why I'm testing out a hybrid. Normally, I would recommend bringing an extra fridge. There is the power to run it. Trust me, you could have run another fridge. We got freezer, beer, food. Awning, good height. I've applied extra shade, so I just like a bigger space. We did have 5. It's only a 4, we got a 5. Very, very nice. So guys, a couple of things. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 as a hybrid. Really impressed with a couple of things. The strength of the build and the towing. I didn't take it off road, but when I got the wobbles, it just trode. I would like to say good work, Ezytrail, because you've built something, probably because of camping heritage. They know how hard it is. They make a very good hybrid. I think these sell for about, I don't know, 47 roughly to 52 roughly. Probably recommending getting extra sink inside. These are damn good, and they're built damn strong, which I'm pretty impressed with. Happy with the kitchen, love that. Alright, just on the last bit here, heading home. Driven from Agnes Waters, 1770, so it's about a 7-hour drive. Just thought I'd just let you know, I haven't gone off-road in this van, in this trip. Other people have. But I have towed for about 5.5, 7 hours, if you include the stops. Drive, and 12-inch brakes on the back, stops like a dime. Independent suspension, really good on the highway. Did get the wobbles a little bit at one point, but the van was dead straight. I could see the suspension doing its job, so I didn't really feel it, but I could just see it in the mirror. She was just doing her thing. So really happy with the way that towed, because it's not light. I mean, a caravan is often lighter, but off-road hybrid campers can be a fair bit heavier. But you know, electric braking, I got the red arc gear. This thing was great to tow. Felt real comfortable. The wife and I both felt comfortable, and the kids are happy. So, all right, nearly home. Just I'll let you know how she towed on the highway, which was pretty good. All right, so how was it on fuel? 16.5. What does she normally? She's normally 11.9. So that was the change between the van and what she's normally around town. So that is highway driving with a van, and that's his mum and dad stuff around town. So that's not too bad, really. I'm gonna be happy with that. So yeah, guys, once again, an 8 out of 10 for a hybrid. Good on budget, good sort of pricing. We got 5 in here. I don't think we can get any more than that. It is rated for 4. It's probably a little snug for teenagers, but hey, it is a hybrid, not a caravan, not a trailer. So guys, that's my raw review. 8 out of 10, well done, well built.